Hello! Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all our live audience on Kumu and Facebook here on FQ Mom channel and the Knowledge channel. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. This is Rose Fresh Fausto, also known as FQ Mom. FQ stands for Financial Quotient, or your ability to make sound decisions and actions with regard to your personal finances. Ika nga, the IQ and EQ of handling money. Welcome to Money Lessons with FQ Mom and Sons. And today, my co-host is son number 3, Anton.
Hello, good morning everybody there. Got the mga Kumunizens dyan, or if you're watching us on Facebook, maybe you guys want to hop on to Kumu also. We do love getting your questions, your comments, and also your gifts. Mga haga-haga dyan. We already have some people sending in. Thank you to Cassie, to user 9631195 and Kanakan 1985. And John Lay, thank you very much. My name is Anton. I am son number 3. I'm an events host. I'm a podcaster. I do have a podcast. It's called the Anton on One podcast. I've also hosted a bunch of shows here on Kumu. I'm also a dance fitness instructor at 808 Studio. So I do a lot of things. I love talking. I love dancing. And something that I'm going to be talking about, we're going to be discussing a little more later is... I am also recently, I wouldn't say a new parent, a new dog parent lang naman. Very, very basic level of parenting earlier this year. And that's going to be related to what we're talking about today.
Yes, what is our topic for today? The episode title is actually, Mga Gastos ng Bagong Daddy. Pag-uusapan natin po ngayon na talagang mahal kong anak. Mahal talaga magkaroon ng anak. Yung sinasabi na dear children takes another meaning. It means that having a child is really very, very dear. And I think I'd like to give you the floor to introduce our special guest, our new daddy as well. Take it away, Anton. Please introduce
new
him.
Daddy. But before he was a daddy, idol ka na siya. He's a sportscaster. He's a commentator. If you've watched if you know anything about Philippine basketball, I'm sure you know this guy. And malaki yung utang na loob ko for him. Kasi back when I just graduated college, I was still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my career. Mm-hmm. And since he is one of the people in the industry, I was curious about. I wanted to know about. I shot him a message, asked him if we could have coffee, just talk for a while, and I remember him being really, really generous with his answers, with his time. Linibre pa niya ako ng sushi.
Nilibre ka pa. So talagang super love ko tong si MIGS.
Yes.
Kasi he was so nice to my bunso.
All right, so welcome. Let us welcome wherever you are. Give a round of applause for MIGS BUSTOS. Really excited to have this conversation. To talk to Hello, MIGS.
Hi, Tita Rose. Hello, hi, Anton. I remember that day. Actually, nahiya nga ako kasi I was so full that day. Anton. You remember, right? As in, you actually went with me with my errands.
Yeah.
I needed to do so many things. Tapos, actually, yung sushi na yun, sa tapat ng ABS yun, may sushi place doon. Tapos, as in, well, of course, I'm kumbaga, honored and kumbaga, ako naman, Tita Rose, and Anton, it's all about sharing everything because for me, everything that I learned in life, it was also kumbaga shared to me. So yung mga ganong moments, and I'm very glad to be able to share and give my time. So yeah, hope you guys are well. Thank you for the invite, Tita Rose and Anton.
Yeah, nakakatuwa. You were just saying na you were so busy, nahiya ka, so you had to bring him along. Pero maganda yun kasi naramdaman mo yung, alam mo yung a day in the life.
Yeah.
Gusto kaya yun, no?
and to add to that, gusto ko kasi yung day in the life of someone in this with the type of career that MIGS has, it's not all just work. Kasi car wash naman, hindi naman yun. I mean, hindi naman siya part of the specific job. But it comes with it na you have to control your time, you have to manage all different things you have to do, whether it's related to your job or not.
Yep. Lalo na, mas magiging busy ka kung naging daddy. Ano?
Yes.
Oh, pero I think, alam mo naman ako, I am really a sucker for love story. So, bago tayo magka-usapang baby, MIGS, kwento
Usapang baby muna. Ibang baby.
Babe mo na. Pwede
Baby
mo
number
makain-
1.
Oh!
OG baby.
Ay, hindi. Sabi ni Sharon Cuneta, ayoko nga ng number 1. Pag may number 1, may number 2, may number 3. Gusto ko the only one. Di
The
ba?
only one.
Nakalata ang edad, Sharon Cuneta.
Pero pwede bang Tita Rose, pwede bang 2? Kasi syempre, baby 1, si wifey, baby 2, si baby. So hanggang 2 lang. Kapag lang.
Karon ulit.
Ng baby, ng bago.
Kung
Pero
magkaroon
alam mo,
ulit yun ulit.
Five sa'yo, lalo na kasi girl, dapat number 1.
Yeah.
Hindi, dapat the talaga. Hindi
The.
mo dapat. No comparison dapat.
No
Okay,
comparison, yeah.
No comparison.
Yes, no comparison.
Okay, sige nga.
Yes.
So, kwento mo naman, paano ba nag-blossom yung love story ninyo?
Wow. I to be honest, it's not the first time that I got this question. Maybe a couple of times, pero siguro that the way I would say it is before we got married, we were actually ilang years ba kami? 11 years.
Oh my God!
11 years.
Talaga nga.
Boyfriend,
11
girlfriend,
years.
or kakilala?
11, well, technically, yeah, kasi we got together 2009, we got married 2018. Tama ba yung math ko? FQ? Nasa ba ako sa FQ? Nine pala, 9. Bagsak ako.
Okay,
9 years, tita. So, 9 years
okay.
kami na magjowa. Then we got married in 2018. And then Margot was born in 2020. Yeah,
Pakita
2020.
natin yung wedding picture. Ang ganda-ganda ng
Wow.
wifey. Tingnan mo naman.
Yes.
Buti nakatiis ka ng 9 years.
Hindi, pero
Or-
alam mo, Tita and Anton, parang ako, I'm proud to say that, 9 years, 9 was just a number. Parang, it didn't feel like 9 years. We've had more ups than downs. Maybe it's because of how, I know, many factors kasi to be honest, di ko rin ito masyadong nasi-share. Siguro when I was younger, and before we got together, siguro I came from a co-ed school, and then coming into college, lover boy din ako eh. So I used to be like, I was very possessive, alam mo yon, seloso. Sa lahat ng mga ex ko, iniwan ako. Hugot. Mga ex ko, iniwan ako. Legit yon, legit. Tapos, parang sabi ko, well, when Mishi and I got together in 2009, parang I was just coming off a breakup when I met her. Kasi we had common friends eh. We had common friends in college, high school and college. And then, the first time we met again in 2009, sabi ko, kaka-break ko lang noon. Sabi ko, syempre, bata ka, di ba? You go out, you mingle. Pero for some reason, parang I said in my vows, it was love at second sight. Kasi I met her again. Because I knew her from before. When we were in like senior year high school, it was love at second sight. Parang literally, Cupid was there and bam, di ba? Tapos sabi ko, so much for the single ready to mingle days. Sabi ko, nilock in ko na. And then, what do you know? 9 years later, we got married.
Yun na yan.
Diba? It was so different. It was so different with her, and everything was just a breeze generally. So it didn't feel like 9 years, and now we're enjoying our married life. It's different. We're in lockdown, pero we've been really praying hard to God that, of course, for our relationship. Iba eh. Parang I think this lockdown really, gave us kung ano man yung positive na nabigay nito. But it made us stronger as a team. So very thankful to God for our relationship.
I want to ask something before we talk about the having a baby, with the relationship. Kasi 9 years. Baka may isipin naman mga tao parang, wow, it takes 9 years ba to know? Or people might think na it's because you were together for 9 years, dun ka naging sigurado na she's the one. Example, kayo ni Papa.
Oh, 1.5 years.
1.5 years. So, I wanted to ask, is it more?
Yung age
is it like a life phase thing na because I'm in this place,
yeah,
I'm ready na, rather than kasi naka 9 years na?
How was it?
It was because of circumstance. Because nung naging mag-boyfriend girlfriend kami, we were 19.
Kayo.
We were 19. We were 19. We were 20. And then we were starting off with our careers. I started mine with sports. It's a general knowledge in the Philippines that, of course, when we talk about, sustaining a family, kapag nagsisimula ka talaga sa sports, medyo mahirap talaga. And she was starting her career with news. So, syempre, she was a news reporter, tita, TV5.
I didn't know. I only
Yes,
knew na
yes.
dun sa next career niya. Okay, sige. So, dun kayo.
The reporter siya before TV5. So, that was the relaunch of TV5. She got in the year later. Kumbaga, isa siya sa mga first wave of the relaunch. So, she became a news reporter. So, syempre, when you were 2021, siguro in that time, you don't think about getting married first.
Yeah.
Diba? But we were sure of each other. I was sure of her na parang kami na, I think we were around 23, 24.
Oh, wow.
But by circumstance, na parang financially hindi pa kaya.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, ang daming gastos na kaakibat nun. And then it was this one time in 2016 when, I always tell this to my friends, but one time in 2016 when it hit me na when like I have a best friend from college, as in partner ko to sa college, like lagi kami mag-classmate, etc. No boyfriend since birth.
Okay.
NBSP. Tapos we graduated 2010 and then nagka-boyfriend siya siguro mga 2011, 2012. And then, nag-propose sa kanya 2016.
God. Oh.
So parang naisip ko, naunahan ba ako nito? may ganong factor. Tapos sabi ko, that was the clicking point for me na, should I propose?
Yeah.
And then I consulted, of course, my kuya, kasi that was a Sunday, and then I saw it on Facebook that she got engaged. And then he immediately told me na, huwag ka magpapa-pressure, go at your own pace. And then I told my dad, and then he told me, you have to ask yourself 1,000 times a day. Of course, that's a metaphor, diba?
Yes.
If the answer was always yes, then you're sure. Then I thought about it for 9 months, 9 months. Kasi parang in a way, it was a 9-month lead-in, tita, to the actual proposal. Kasi talaga, yung ugali kasi ng dad ko, tita, very sigurista eh. Napasa na yun sa amin. Sigurista rin ako eh. Ayoko yung parang coming off a whim. Sometimes you get, we are impulse buyers pagdating siguro sa wants. Diba? Ako mahilig ako sa shoes, so minsan napapa-impulse buy. Pero pagdating sa mga big decisions, Todd. So, diba? So pero pag sa big decisions, I really think it through.
Yeah.
I ask myself 1,000 times a day. And then eventually, after 9 months, I proposed. So, I knew that was it. Siya na yun.
Galing.
Then eventually, career progressed. Yeah.
Dramatic yung proposal mo. Saan mo nga ba ginawa?
Sa Singapore, tita. Sa Singapore.
Mga posisyon
Sa Singapore. Ang nangyari kasi nun, tita, it was January of 2017. Kinontsaba ko na yung best friends niya. Si Patch at si Thea. Shout out.
Okay. Shout out.
So, naggawa na kami ng WhatsApp group. So, we were like conceptualizing, etc. Then eventually, I don't know, Anton, if you were there, it was Coldplay weekend in Singapore.
Oh, he was.
You were there.
You were there. Coldplay weekend in Singapore. Pero I didn't go there. Hindi ako pumunta doon because of Coldplay. I decided to take, kumbaga, yung proposal there because our best friends were there. So si Patch and Thea, yung best friends niya, pupunta talaga sila doon because of Coldplay. And my 2 other best friends also are going there because of Coldplay.
Oh wow, thank you, Coldplay.
Yung ginusto kong proposal was like, our best friends are there. Yung core namin.
Nice.
So it's like, okay, sige, Singapore, lipad kami dyan. It happened pa, tita, na she's a flight attendant, di ba, for the flag carrier. So ang option namin was, so she had a benefit. She had a benefit na flying benefit, but that's a chance passenger.
Yes.
Me, I bought a ticket na as a regular passenger.
Yeah.
So what happened was, hindi namin na-anticipate. Kasi, I don't know if you remember, there was this time
daming pasahero.
Sorry, no kwento Parang, there was this time
Coldplay.
About Coldplay na, I think the tickets here were like for X amount. And then meron nag-post sa Facebook na, ito, financial din to. Financial topic din to. So parang, okay, so kung lilipad ka ng Singapore, magkano Coldplay ticket doon, lodging, accommodation, etc., mas makakamura ka pa.
Yeah.
Ginawa namin yun.
Sa bumili ng Coldplay ticket sa Pilipinas. Anton, can you relate? Di ba?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why we did that in my brothers and I. That's why doon kami nanonood sa Singapore.
So we didn't anticipate na maybe that post went viral. Ito theory ko lang to. That post went viral. So Pinoys flew to Singapore.
Singapore, yeah.
So tying that story, puno yung flight. Puno yung flight. So she couldn't hop on. Ako lang yung pwede. So Mish, ano mangyayari dito? Sumakay ka na. Kasi baka the flight was 9 a.m. The next flight was 9 a.m. The next flight was 3 p.m. So MIGS, sumakay ka na, magkita na lang tayo dun sa Singapore.
Oh my God.
Ang plano kong proposal was the day after. Coldplay was April 1 yata. April 1 and 2.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Those dates. March 31. So parang nisip ko, naku, makakasakay ba ito ng aeroplano? Nakasakay naman siya. And then, natawid naman namin yung proposal sa National Gallery of Singapore.
Wow.
Ganda!
Yeah. So, natuloy naman. So, that was in 2017. And then, a year and a half later, we got married in 2018.
Nice!
Yes.
Ang daming nagpadala ng halo-halo, nagustuhan yung kwento mo.
Uy!
Siyempre,
Yes.
everybody loves a great love story. Sige, Anton, pakibasa mo nga sila. Nabasa mo, maliit ang mga sulat, hirap ang lola.
To Z Veros, thank you. To Zaki, to Mary Ann Imperio, to Rasha, to J. Martesore Roflor. Yes, Rasha Sagugay.
Salamat
Thank you.
sa mga regalo nyo. Okay, so ayan na. Nung nagpakasal kayo, or probably even before you were actually married, no? Did you ever have a discussion about having children? Was it like an option to take, or was it like come what may?
Yeah, we knew that we both wanted. We both knew that we wanted to have kids. Similar yung family dynamics namin. Both of us come from a family of 4. Our kuyas are 4 years older than us.
Eksakto pa.
Sakto pa. We were born 1988. Our kuyas are 1984, and then we're both bunso. And then we can say that we are, blessed to have a great family dynamics. And then for us, parang hindi naging option yung we have kids or not. Parang it was yes. It was a
natural.
yes.
Parang
Natural,
sa amin din.
Natural,
Yeah.
natural.
So,
But we just
how
didn't know
about-
when. Just didn't know when back then.
Okay.
Just didn't know when.
Did you plan na mag-ano muna tayong dalawa muna before we have a child? Or,
Yes.
okay. Ano yung
Yes.
plinanan yung time na before getting pregnant?
Sabi namin, siguro 1 year. Let's enjoy ourselves for 1 year.
Okay.
So 2018. So from 2018 to 2019, what we did was, because we were staying at our place in Quezon City, tapat ng ABS. I have a condo there. So she was just enjoying her work. We had odd times eh. Diba, tita, you would go on my show 5 a.m., diba?
Yes.
Diba? And then I would have a show again.
Hirap pag may ng ganong araw.
Na madaling araw. So we would have odd times, and we just enjoyed that, kumbaga, we were living our individual lives while being together, and we supported each other.
Did
she
you
would
get
be
to travel a lot?
Yes. We got to travel.
Swerte, kasi 2019.
Oh, yeah.
2019.
Buti na lang.
Buti
Yeah,
nagawa
buti na lang.
nyo, no? Oh my
Buti
God.
na lang. Buti na lang. Yun din yung sinabi namin.
May baon kayong travel.
Yes, yun na nasabi namin na, sige, enjoy muna tayo, travel tayo. So we were fortunate to do that. And then nung sinabi namin, tapos na yung 1 year, nag-lapse na yung 1 year, we remember 2020. We were like, ang sabi namin, if ibigay ni Lord, diba? Because I think we had a conversation about, Mix, I think we should start na trying because of something. We're like, yeah, sure, sige. And then we remember that if ibigay ni Lord, ibigay ni Lord. Ayun. Pasimula na yung COVID noon, January 2020.
COVID,
pasimula
baby.
Na yung COVID nun. Yes. Hindi, pasimula pa lang, tita. Pasimula pa lang. Pasimula pa lang.
Hindi pa siya quarantine, kumbaga. Andiyan na yung COVID, pero hindi pa tayo quarantine. Okay.
Taal yung fresh nun, tsaka yung Australian fires.
Tsaka si Kobe.
And Kobe.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That all happened in a month.
Yeah.
It all happened in January, di ba?
Okay.
And then I remember January 31. sorry maano ako sa dates maano ako sa numbers.
Which
So
is
she
good.
had a flight like a 5-day layover in San Francisco, 4-day layover in San Francisco. She's like, Migs, parang I think
I am.
in women's terms or in like, diba, that term na I think parang wala pa. Like, o sige, pagbalik mo, let's take a test. I remember that day I was after the morning show. Excited na ako, kasi feel ko ito na yun eh. Ito na yun. I rushed to drugstore. I bought 2 pregnancy tests.
Para sigurado.
Para sure, I bought 2. And then she came, di ba mga San Francisco, Manila flights, ano yan, madaling araw. 5 a.m. ka darating. Then I got home to our condo mga around 8:30. Tulog na siya. Hinintay ko lang siya. Mish, mag-CR ka ba? Parang gising siya. CR ka ba? Oo, sige. Ito na oh. Ha, talaga? O sige na nga, sabay na nga natin. Ayun, 2 lines, parehas. So we were like, Saya. We called our parents right away. Then we went to our OB that afternoon.
Ba, talaga hindi na naghihintay,
Yes. Pero naka-mask na kami nun. Naka-mask na
Yeah.
kami nun sa St. Luke's kasi nga, COVID na, di ba?
Oo,
Ayun.
nag-umpisa.
And then, eventually, 9 months later, Margot was born.
Margot, I really like that name.
Yes.
Ayun, ang
Wow.
cute! Super!
I wanna ask, no, how was that transition like? Kasi for first-time parents, I would imagine that's such a daunting task na, okay, we have to figure out how to take care of another human being.
Correct.
And then sabay mo pa sa COVID where everybody's figuring out how they are going to live. So how did you manage those 2
I like
huge
that
life changes
Mm.
last year?
In relation to COVID, Anton, I guess ngayon ko lang na-realize to na buti na lang and blessed kami that we both had the same wavelength in terms of protocols, in terms of behavior. Naturally, I'm a planning person. And siya rin. And when you couple that with like having a baby, parang we were like one team na, we will do everything. We will do everything to protect our baby. And I have this mentality that I will do everything I can to protect my family. The moment I found out that she was pregnant, sabi ko, I'm gonna do everything for my family. I'm gonna be the best husband. I'm gonna be the best dad. So parang it's setting foundations in your mind na ito na yon, 'di ba? May pamilya ka na, magkakaanak ka na. So kung ano man yung pasarap mo as a single person, tapos na yun. And maybe I had a head start because we were like a year in, right? Alam kong it's for the family. So everything just fell into place. So that's number 1. We were together 24/7. And at the same time, we knew that we had to adapt. We had to adapt to the situation. And in fairness, hindi naman kami nagkaroon ng arguments about, alam mo yan, anong ginagawa mo sa labas? Anong ginagawa mo dito? Ganyan. Kasi number 1 yun eh. That's like, we were so concerned about being carriers. Passing it on. And maybe because nalagay mo na rin yun with all the information. We like to read, we like to watch the news, and we like to be updated what's going on with COVID. Right? So we had this mentality na, no, we cannot get sick.
Yes.
We cannot get sick, we cannot get hospitalized because paano yung bata? And up until now, up until to this day, marami na nabavaccinate, etc. We see, on the roads, people tend to be lax. But for us, maybe we're like a notch down, but we're not letting our guards down.
Yeah.
Still very right there. It's right there.
Yeah.
So it was a tough transition, but we're adapting and we're just moving forward.
Related to that, were you, kasi na-mention mo na the things fell in place, was that something you were expecting na, kasi these are things that you can prepare as much as you can read up as much, ask all these questions, pero when the situation arrives, when the child arrives, were you expecting for things to fall in place? Because what if there are people na, what if when they found out that they were pregnant, hindi bigla lang nag-click eh? Kasi sa'yo,
Kasi they planned din eh. Parang they said kasi okay na. Parang
so may
kaya,
ano
kaya
na.
meron sila.
Okay.
So it really made them very happy when they got that positive. So pag-usapan naman natin yung cost, no? Direct Sharon, can we show the cost? There is this picod.com. It shows the cost of having a child, and these are just the basic ones, no?
Yeah.
Can we show that?
Yeah, but while we're waiting for that, I want to say thank you again. Jenna Reyes Perez, Marjorie Malapit Somu, to Shani, to Weliza Maturan, and RJ and VBS. Thank you very much.
So if you can see that, lakihan nga natin, di makita ni Mama.
Tinitingnan ko kung tugma eh. Ano nga ba dito?
So ito, it just shows sobrang konti pa lang nito, no? But anyway, it's like a good reference for discussion. The basic kit there, so yung mga food, yung mga home gadgets, syempre kailangan mo ng mga crib, di ba? May baby monitor pa, tapos yung mga damit ng nanay pag nabuntis, yung mga hospital bag, etc., etc. So they computed na the basic cost is something like 108,600 already. So MIGS, wala pa tong hospitalization, wala pang prenatal, postnatal, no? 108,300 rather. And then kung lagyan mo ng konting premium, 157,600. Now, they also took a look at the average salary of a Filipino wage earner. Let's show that. It was only something like 15,000 something pesos. So they made it, ginawang dollar, $2,132 lang. Ibig sabihin, for you to be able to, 15,000, syempre, less
That's
than yun.
yeah.
The 2,000 pala that I said, that is already the dollar amount of the 108,000. Okay? So if you're gonna use our average na sweldo, the 15,000 something pesos, it will take him 7 months of sweldo para lang mabuo niya yung basic kit na 108,000. So the graph that we're showing here is already the dollar para mapakita niya in comparison to the other countries.
Yes.
So di ba parang ang lungkot, ang nangyari, who can really afford ang mahal kong anak? Parang hindi kaya talaga nung sobrang average wage earner,
Filipino.
no? And the sad thing is, saan nanggagaling yung population growth natin? Doon sa mas mababang income bracket. So, do you remember how much did you have to pay for the hospitalization, like yung delivery? Was it covered by any of your benefits? O paano ba nangyari, Mix?
Wow. No, I just remember that time kasi tita, that was kasabay nun yung shutdown. Let's just get real.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Anong month ito? Anong month?
July.
Yeah.
May, June, July. And, to be honest, which is I have to commend ABSCBN, the first months of the lockdown, di naman tayo pinabayaan.
Yeah.
No matter kung talent ka. You know this, Anton, you work for MIGS, di ba? Marami tayong talents tayo. Meron mga IJM, meron mga regular. So they didn't classify that. Basta you're engaged with ABS-CBN, we'll take care of your salary first. But that had to change because of the landscape. It just changed in 3 months, right? So in my case, my regular income pre-pandemic was, I was working all day from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Of course, with breaks in between. Na-slash yun. Siguro more than 50%.
Wow.
Na-slash yun. Na-slash yun talaga. Sabi ko, wow. First, nun, tita and Anton, like, am I gonna have a job? That's the number one. Because there were layoffs.
Yes.
Layoffs talaga. And then I was so nervous for around 2 to 3 months. Am I still going to be with ANC? So, blessed enough that we're still here, kumakapit. But I had to adjust. To be honest, bumuno talaga ako sa savings.
Yeah.
Wala hindi mo maiiwasan yun eh.
Oo.
And yun pa yung sabay-sabay na, tama yung first year aabutin ka talaga ng 100,000+. Pero ang mentality ko doon, is if you're gonna buy the big ones, the crib, the stroller, etc. The positive side out of it, it's not an expense. it can be treated as an investment. If you're going to use a crib, you're not just going to use that for a year. If you're going to use a stroller, you're not just going to use that for months. Diba? So, parang capex, para kang nag-invest.
Amortize.
Yes, diba?
You can amortize expenses.
You can amortize and at the same time, kapital mo yun para dun sa bata eh. Ang expenses mo, yung mga nauubos. Diaper, pagkain, yung clothes kapag nalalakihan. So bumunot talaga ako sa savings. And fortunate din enough that my line of work is kumbaga talent, kumbaga pwede kang in our media terms pwede kang rumakit, di ba? In a way medyo bumabalik-balik ng konti yung mga racket. So parang inipon-ipon ko yon versus the expenses. Hospital-wise, tita, to answer your question, tatandaan ko. Nasa ano din? Nasa 100 plus din.
Yeah, that's what I know also eh.
Nasa 100 plus din.
Six figures.
Pero partida tita kasi, parang it would have been less than 100 if may nangyari kasi sa pag-delivery niya eh. She had to extend for 2 days. Parang nagka-side effects lang siya.
Pero normal?
Normal.
Okay.
We had to extend for 2 nights.
Longer. Oo.
Yeah. Pero if given that everything was like smooth sailing, would have been less. But yeah. So imagine, naisip ko man, grabe pala yung time na yun.
Oo, talaga, no? Something to look back at na, I went through that. Buti nga, normal. Kasi kung cesarean, mas mahal pa yan. And the healing...
Right. Would take longer.
Yes.
We wanted normal talaga, tita, kasi unang-una gastos, di ba?
Hindi, tsaka alam mo, kahit na marami, even if you have all the money in the world, go for normal as much as possible.
Yeah.
Sugat yun eh. Sugat yun pag nag-CS ka eh.
Migs, do you have any, kasi, parang you guys were, what's that term? Pushed to the edge, diba? COVID,
daming challenges.
May mga ba kayo nagawa, mga tricks or anything you discovered, hacks or on how to save on some costs when it comes to raising a newborn?
The baby clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we, not ashamed to say it, but we had hand-me-downs.
Yes.
Diba? Yeah, from our friends. Kasi merong best friend si Mishi na girl din yung anak. Hi, Nicole. And hi, Sam. So, yung mga hand-me-downs si Sam, napapasa sa amin. So, we actually save on that.
Yes, di ba? Sandali lang yun eh.
They grow out of it in agad eh.
They grow out of it, but still.
Your daughter is so chubby, di ba?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Marami ng newborn, tita. Ang bilis ng nakalakihan. Parang after 2 months lang, wala na. Wala na. We are...
1 year old na ba siya? Di ba?
Mag 10 months, tita, sa 30.
Nakakatawa.
Mag 10 months. Milk was 1.
Yeah.
We said that breastfed.
Yes, good. Kasi she's at home naman, no?
Yes.
Tipid din yun.
Super. Ang mahal kaya ng
Talaga, mahal ba yun?
Oo,
magkano na 1 kilo? Nung araw, mahal na yun. Panahon nyo eh.
Formula.
Yeah.
The formula.
Yeah.
And the best buys.
Nothing against formula, of course. Nothing against that. But we were like, we
breastfeed. Kasi kanya-kanya lang.
Kanya-kanya yan. And also fortunate that she wanted to breastfeed also.
Yeah.
So that's one.
Anton was my longest to breastfeed, by the way. I breastfed him for 7 months.
Well, may ano ba yun? Is there a scientific parang?
The reason kasi when I had your 2 older brothers, 45 days lang ang maternity leave noon for normal. So I had to go back to work right away. With Anton, I already had that consultancy job at USAID. So kaya. Pero yung 7 months, hindi naman siya pure. It was mixed. Basta sa gabi, I would really, bring you to sleep, naka-breastfed. And masarap. It's very, alam mo yung feeling mo pag nagba-breastfeed ka na mom, you feel so complete. Parang kaya mong nurture yung anak mo, just breastfeed yourself without buying anything. Yun yung feeling of fulfillment ng breastfeeding, mom, that I remember.
May comment tayo. Kikala mo
Monchi.
Migs. Si Monchi. Sabi niya,
Yun, pamangkin ko.
Nice topics. Ready na ako maging father after this
Monchi
episode.
talaga.
Joke.
Pwede asawa muna bago fatherhood.
And he's saying, looking forward to the return of the record next month. God.
Thank you.
Okay.
Salamat.
So, when it comes naman to the expenses, yung additional expenses nyo na on a monthly basis because of the baby, do you have like a figure for that, Migs?
Alam mo, I figured that you would ask that. And alam mo, wala akong masagot, tita. Parang hindi ko siya, ballpark-wise, kasi, ewan ko, tita, I mean, you can educate me on this. Siguro the rise of e-commerce. E-commerce. Everything's bought online.
Yes.
Especially with promos. 5, 6, 7, 7. So we would get our diapers there.
Oh,
Pacquiao.
good. Money.
And then, what I can say, tita, is yung talagang monthly expenses namin, yung regular, is yon. Diapers.
Diapers talaga ang lakas.
Yes. Now she's starting to eat solids, pero very minimal lang naman. Very minimal lang.
Tsaka you can make her own solid foods. Parang magmamash ka ng squash or ano.
Yes.
Hindi ka na kailangan bumili ng bottled one.
Yes. So solid food. So, may rice, may white rice. She likes meatballs now. So, siya yung type na meatballs, tita. Tapos kapag nagpapakain na kami ng gulay after, ayaw niya. So, siguro nawili na sa meatballs.
No.
Si Yaya Rona, she mashes. Wari, meatballs with kangkong, meatballs with squash.
Wow.
Tama.
Yan.
Hanggang paglaki niyan.
Nako, yun nga yung inaano namin.
Sa amin,
dapat may ng gulay.
Sa amin, put on top yung style namin. So yung spoon has the ulam, rice, and the gulay. So kung ayaw namin, they put something on top. Agagaw ko sometimes isang M&M on top para yun yung focus. It even reached the point na parang naubusan na they put ice on top
yung
just so that may something else. There's a crunch, there's another.
Ate, put on top.
Put on top. Baka gusto mo gawin in the future.
Put on top.
Pwede.
Pero nakakatawa kasi I really wanted them to eat gulay every meal. Di ba syempre aayaw, ano? That's why minamash na lang yung gulay. Tapos kung wala ako, and then I'd ask, what was your ulam? Sasabihin nila, I don't know. Pero alam nila kung ano yung put on top.
Yes. M&M's.
Anyway, so yun.
And then she started drinking, mahilig siya sa tubig. Yun doon naman ako
that's
thankful.
Good naman.
So distilled water, very minimal. Yun pa lang siguro. Pagdating sa clothes, thankful for the hand-me-downs. And then bumibili na paunti-unti. Hindi naman monthly. Yun pa lang naman siguro. Kasi breastfed pa rin siya eh.
Which is good. Alam mo, ang laking tipid niyan. Alam mo, tama ka, yung diaper ang malakas. During my time, ang tipid ko, yung diaper, hindi ako nagto-24/7 na diaper. Kasi, I was also worried, sabi ko, baka makulog masyado. Baka maluto yung balls. Balls. So, during the day, nagko-cloth diaper pa kami.
Even me or?
Yeah, even you. Tapos sa gabi lang yung at saka if we go out. Kaya there was a time, especially when we hadn't moved into this bigger house yet, nung nasa apartment kami. Oh my gosh, ang pantot na ng bahay. Ang panghina kasi. Ang lakas umihi. So, dahil ko mga ginagawa, there's a pail na may tubig, may sabon, para pagkawiwi, ilalagay mo doon. Pero nag-emanate na yung amoy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, kaya. Kasi parang that time when I gave birth, especially the first two, konti pa lang yung mga diapers na parang locally manufactured. Medyo may pagka-imported pa nun. Kaya medyo mahal talaga. Para bang feeling mo, ang lungkot-lungkot ko nun pagkakalalagay ko pa lang, tapos biglang umihi o nagpupo. Oh my God! 5 minutes lang. Anyway, so that's my diaper experience.
Yeah. Kapag kakalagay mo pa lang, parang sorry, Anton,
No,
dadaanan mo rin in the future.
This. Yeah.
Kapag kumari, okay na, kapalit mo na. Palit ka na. Okay, palit na ako. Tapos biglang, boom, nagbibi o nagpoop. Parang, sayang. Sana I held on for another minute. Literally, tita, I held on for another 30 seconds para nasulit yung diaper.
Do you know how much na per piece ngayon?
Yeah. We usually get, basta nasa ano kami, nasa mura na yung 6 to 7. For the
Pesos?
brand. Yes. For the
See,
brand that
kaya
we
that's why I'm
prefer.
telling you, back in the day, it was 10 pesos, 11 pesos. Eh,
Mahal.
syempre, nung
Back
panahon ko,
to 20
90s yun,
20 plus
ang mahal
30 years
nun.
ago.
Ang mahal talaga.
Yeah.
Kaya tinitimid ko, Pampers, mga ganyan. Yung konti-konti pa lang sila nun.
Konti-konti.
Na nandito.
Pero
Oo.
iba-iba kasi ng deals eh. Iban parang hundreds, may dozens, may hundreds. So basta
Oo.
kino-compute namin per piece. Kung nasa 9 to 10 pa yan, mag-antay ka ng konti.
So talagang
Kapag
mahal.
pumalo
Imagine
ng
ako
6 to
11.
7,
Ah.
pag pumalo ng 6 to 7 yan, sige, bili mo na yan.
Yun.
Yeah.
11 pesos lang, pwede ka na makakuha ng slice of simple cake.
Oh, wow.
Kaya medyo mahal. So, do you have friends, Migs, who are opting not to have babies? Like, do you know some
Married.
personally? Because you do, right? You do
Yeah.
know
Well,
some.
about better, yeah. I'm 24 pa lang naman, so.
Kasabagay.
Oo.
So, ikaw, how old are you now?
32.
Okay, at 32. Or even your friends na maybe around that age or either younger or older, do you know some personally who are now
Not.
opting na not to have kids?
Not.
Even when
I met someone. And I think he's 1 year older than me.
okay.
They're married.
Yeah.
And then I was telling him about my kid. And I asked him, "Oy bro, you're married?" Yeah. We're gonna have kids? And then, ayaw namin. So, syempre, I didn't ask na, di ba? Para, okay.
Yes.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Diba? And then he followed up na kasi we were both preschool teachers. And we know what it's like. So, ayaw ko may ganon. Yeah. Pero, I didn't, hindi na ako nagtanong further. Kanya-kanya. Yun dati sabi ko, tita, okay, kanya-kanya naman yan.
That's true.
Parang, but for me, my was like, it was like, bakit? Diba? I mean, that's judgment already eh.
Yeah.
But, ikaw
that's
ba yung
true.
nasa kinalalagyan niya? I just respected it.
Yeah, you don't know
It's actually the first
circumstances.
time. It's actually the first time I've heard.
Yung
But,
somebody you na personally.
Nag-iuso na yan eh.
Nauuso na siya, actually.
Mm.
Tapos, yung iba naman, they are opting na lang to be pet parents. And
yes.
somebody beside me opted to be so.
Yeah, single parent.
Oo, single parent si Anton. Pakita nga natin yung anak ni Anton, Direct Sharon.
So this was, and the thing is, medyo same, I'm December 7, the birthday ng dog ko. December 6.
Oo,
And we got her in Feb this year. Yeah, and that's a good recent na.
Oo.
Her name is Jess. And I wanted, kasi yung kwento doon, Migs, I wanted to have a dog
Oh my God,
na,
oo.
I mean, I think all kids naman in general, they want to have dogs growing up. What happened was yung dalawang kuya ko, they had dogs when they were,
We gave
how
them.
old were they?
And they were in
Probably
grade
11 or
school.
something,
Yeah,
even
grade
younger. So nakabigal yung kuya ko, and then yung si Enrique rin nakabigal. But if you're a kid din kasi, it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. I understand how hard it is to take care of another living dog. So alam mo yung dogs nila, lagi nasa cage lang, hindi masyado nabibigyan.
And I'm afraid. Kaya I got guilty.
Hindi natagad inside the house.
Oo, I was guilty. Kaya sabi ko, siguro wag na. So, no dog for Anton.
Yeah. Ako naman, at that point, I was thinking, at that point, I remember I was thinking like, okay, sige, gets ko. Kung di nagkakaya, di ko rin kaya.
Mm-hmm.
But, I have a lot of friends with dogs, and then when I get to go to their house, nakikita ko yung parang energy that the dog brings to the family, to the house. And I thought, baka I wanna have that. That's her nung baby pa, when I first saw her. Baka I wanna try also to see kung kaya ko, kasi I was never given the chance. So yun, nag-present ako ng PowerPoint
Naka-PowerPoint presentation, kasi a feeling niya hindi ako papayag.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a question. I only thought that baka I could have a dog when Enrique said, oh, sige, baka you just have to, convince mama. And I was like, oh, wow, it's actually on the table pala. Like, I'm actually allowed to think about it. So yun, nakuha ko. And, yung nga, this is my first experience that no matter how much you prepare for something, and no matter how much money you throw at it, at this situation, you're still gonna have to figure it out. You're still going to have to.
So in terms of cost, Dog
cost.
daddy.
The thing then with the cost, I mean, right now kasi hindi ko pa masabi yung monthly eh. Kasi
Mm-mm.
there are news of the, I need this.
So you have to buy yung fence,
If
mga
I
ganyan.
had to buy the dog. That was one.
The house. Who
And
bought
then-
the house?
Ako. But then before the house, I bought a cage.
Okay.
And then it was only later now, wait, kung malakas yung ulan, tas may hangin, nababasa pa rin. So I had to buy a dog house inside the cage. And then the food also.
Yeah, dog. Ay! Oh my gosh! There she is!
Oh.
Margot! Hi!
Hello. Hi. Sorry not to... Sorry, what's your name?
No.
Anton, what's your name?
Jess.
Jess,
Pakita
not
natin,
to
alam mo
steal
ba?
Jess's thunder.
Yeah.
But
Alam mo ba
nagkataon si
Jess?
Margot kasi.
Steal away.
Yan.
Oh! Hello!
Hi, Margot.
You just
Say hi
woke
to
up.
Tito Rose and Kuya Anton.
Hi, Margot. Is her Margot spelled with a G-A-U-X?
Yes.
Alam mo bang super love ko yung name na yan?
Margot. Yes.
Oo, one
We were-
of my names na inaisip ko dati kung magkaka-daughter ako. May Katrina, may Margot. Di ba ang bongga, Margot Oaks?
Yeah nga eh.
Malilito yung mga tao, Margot Oaks.
Margot Andrea. Because
Did
both
you-
of us are letter M, so we wanted a letter M also.
Do humans start talking at that age? Can they say words?
They can say, ano pa yan?
May words na ba?
Nagbababa na ba siya?
Ba. Yes.
Tapos
Vowels.
later on,
Okay,
tapos
say bye-bye.
later on, Daddy. Bye!
Bye!
Bye, Margot! Hi! Thank you for
Bye.
gracing our show!
Yan si Margot. Oh,
Yes.
Sorry. Going back to Jess. Sorry for that.
Si Jess, hindi ka pa rin siyang vowels.
Wala.
Hindi siya nakakasasagot.
Ay, hindi
Wala
pa.
pa.
Arf.
Yeah,
Pero
yeah.
si
Arf.
Jess Simon, nag-cover na. Pakita mo nga, Sharon.
Nag-cover. Oh, yeah.
Let's show.
She was part of
Oh,
that.
di ba?
Oy, wow.
Si Margot, si Jess already graced the
Jess.
cover of Money
Wow.
Sense. Ayan nakiki-family. The only daughter.
Yeah. So, yun nga, I need to close that. I would actually suggest people who want to, I don't know, Migs, did you ever experience raising a pet by yourself
no.
or have a
Unfortunately,
diretso.
no.
Diretso
okay.
siya.
Because my mom didn't want to,
Pareho
mom ko
kami.
hindi ma-pets.
Pareho
Okay.
Siya
kami.
ma-pets.
Takot ako sa aso.
kailangan aso kasi if iba kung fish, kung turtle, sobrang
Pero
yung
gusto ko
upkeep,
cat.
yung iba yun.
Gusto ko
Iba
magkaroon ng
yun.
cat.
I don't like. I'm afraid of cats.
I guess because
Yung
there are some na
mother-in-law
peaceful
ko,
eh.
Yung mother-in-law ko
Yeah.
ganun din nung una, pero parang nagkaroon ng stray cats that just may tambay dun sa house nila.
Okay.
Eventually,
But-
napamahal siya. So, parang
Yeah.
sabi ko, parang gusto ko rin ng cat. Sige, may two cats siya.
But do you know what they say? You own a dog. You cannot own a
The
cat.
cat owns
The
you.
cat owns you.
Yeah.
Ay, ang cat,
Ah.
wala. Bahala ka kung anong gusto mo. Hindi ka, yung dog, di ba, masunurin, very
Yeah.
sweet,
Yeah.
ganyan.
So,
Yeah,
yung
yeah, yeah.
baby, saan kaya yun? In the middle?
Oo, baby.
Pero mas cat, I would say
Pwede.
yung baby mas cat. Kasi, I mean, Migs.
Pag
please
tumanda
let me-
na, maskat pag tumanda na.
Oh, kasi diba,
Dog
like, you
muna
can
siya.
do,
Tingin siya
Tigas
sa
na ng
pagkabata
ulo.
di ba?
you can do as
Pag
much as you
tumanda
want
na,
to.
naku,
Wala,
Daddy, lalabas
wala,
ako.
wala.
You can't do anything. You can't,
we'd like to-
wala kang magagawa.
Oh, bahala ka.
Yeah.
Uy, maraming salamat sa lahat nagpapadala ng halo-halo. We have 2,150 live guests on Kumu.
Yeah,
Thank
Joshua
you
Mark
very
Funa,
much.
thank you.
I hope you're
Angels.
enjoying the stories of Mix and nagkaroon ng ng personal appearance.
Yes.
Si Margot Oaks. Si Margot. Oh my gosh. So ikaw, Anton, you're saying you would suggest.
Yeah, I
It's
would
a good
suggest it's a
training
good
ground.
practice. It's nothing, I would say, it's like, if you want, parang, let's say I want to play in the NBA, this is like playing 2K, not even playing basketball by yourself
Okay.
in the court.
Okay.
Diba? It's better than nothing.
Yes.
It's a good practice because you have the responsibility that it's not every day, diba? You have to figure out a lot of things, and I think that's something that I think that's the main, besides the parent having to finance and
Yes.
feed, raise a child, I would say the one of the most challenging tasks of any parent is figuring things out.
Yeah.
Kasi you can't study for that.
And si Jess has been giving you yung mga thrills, di ba, when she would learn a new trick,
Yeah.
yung mga sip, mga ganyan, or
Oo.
when she first swam.
Milestones.
Oo, mga ganun.
Oo, or when she first come, kasi yung gusto ko kasi sana may kasama ko manood ng TV shows. Basta yun, nag-chill lang. Pero Beagle kasi, so sobrang active talaga. But if there are some good days na kung naka-exercise naman agad, got to take her on a walk, play, nag-relax naman siya for a while.
Naka-discover ka na nga ng mga pwede niyang ka-playdate.
Yeah, in the
recently,
neighborhood.
nung
Yes.
nilakad niya.
Yes.
Di ba at first, she wasn't used to it. Kasi nga, syempre, you avoid also going out kahit sa village lang, di ba? Tapos nung ano niya.
Okay naman, friendly naman siya with other dogs.
At saka natawa ako. Meron kasi siyang kinuhang video dyan sa basketball court in front of our house. So may ibang dogs. Tapos pinakamabilis yung dog niya tumakbo.
Tinanggal ko yung leash.
Oo, pinakamabilis. Oo. Tapos aalala ko, di ba, pag parent ka yan, Migs, pag ikaw na, pag nag-preschool na yung anak mo, parang yabang-yabang mo eh. Ay, yung anak ko, hindi na hihiya, ganyan-ganyan. She was very friendly. I was seeing that then in him. So, bilis-bilis tumakbo ni Jess.
Oh, ganun.
Piniflex.
Right.
Piniflex.
Sensitive parent.
Yes.
You know, we only have 6 minutes to go. Is there anything, Migs, that you'd like to tell our audience na, ano ba talaga? I mean, anything that you'd like to share, hindi lang in terms of cost, but what's it being a new daddy?
Wow. What's it like being, I have to commend my wife, Mishi, kasi siya talaga yung siya yung parang, kung merong theory and application, she likes to read. Ang dami niyang references, ang dami niyang ways. So she knows what she's doing. Ako yung, alam mo yun, parang sumusunod ako because I know that what she's doing. But, hindi naman lahat eh. Minsan on the fly talaga eh. Siguro at our stage, baka na-apply pa namin yung mga gusto namin gawin. Like, kumari, wala kaming masyadong munang screens ngayon. We don't watch Cocomelon. We don't watch TV that much. We only watch TV kapag NBA Finals. Or anything.
Nakita ko yun.
Yes.
Nag-cheer
That's a milestone. That was the first time she was clapping so hard.
Oh,
that was a milestone. Yeah.
Maging basketball fan.
Yes. But, when
Ninong?
dinner time...
Bakit Ninong? Sabi.
Wala lang, katawaan lang.
Kala ko to rin, Ninong niya talaga. Anyway, go ahead.
Katawaan lang. Tapos we wouldn't watch, kasi I like to watch the news kapag, kuwari, gabi. But Mishi's like, no, we can't watch TV while having dinner kasi nadi-distract siya.
Yes.
So yung mga ganon na parang okay.
Tama. Buti may tigal sabi.
It's for the development of the kid, attention span, etc. But most of this, siguro ako personally as a dad, I'm learning on the fly also. As long as, it's a sports reference and it's a Kobe reference because I remember this when Monchi commented. Siguro I'm thankful to my sports background of like having an athlete background. And I'm not saying that, athletes lang ang meron ito. But what I'm saying is it was innate in me that yung Mamba mentality, of course, for context, Mamba mentality is like, going the extra mile. Kahit hirap na hirap ka na, you have to push. Diba? That was Kobe Bryant's mantra. And for me, sabi ko, Mamba mentality. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna do everything para hindi ko lalagay sa kapahamakan yung anak ko, yung pamilya ko. So parang that extra push sometimes when you just want to give up. Sometimes when you just want to let go, parang hindi eh. That's not in the vocabulary eh.
Yeah.
So for new dads, parang I will encourage everybody to, number one, to take on the responsibility. Diba? It's a choice if you will, number one, if you will take care of your family or not. Diba? It's a choice. It's a choice kung paninindigan mo. And commonly, the choice is yes, paninindigan mo, but that's not the case all the time. Right? And that's number one. It's hard. And it's hard to do it. Diba? It's going to be tough to do it, but you have to go through because ikaw yung magdadala eh. Diba? Culturally, diba? It's the dad and it's the men, the daddy, right? And it has to start from you. And at the same time, it's teamwork, diba? You have to coexist, etc. But, parang it starts from there because if they see the anchor, if they see the pillar in you, the dads, diba? Or like the husbands, and of course, much respect to all the women and wives. But, if ikaw magdadala, though, you will steer the ship, you will anchor the ship, and it starts from you. It can be easy to say no. It can be easy to like, ayoko na. Di ba? Ayoko na. But it's tougher when you have to maintain it and when you have to go through it day by day. Especially during this pandemic. Di ba? And sobrang daming hirap, ang daming pasakit. And what we're looking forward to at the end of the day, when all of this goes through, and when COVID just becomes a normal flu, we'll be like, alam mo ba anak, noong 2020, itong pinagdaanan namin. Diba? It will make you become better people. And you actually lived through that age where it was the darkest and toughest of times.
Wow!
So that's me. That's my mentality. Sabi ko, hindi natin, we cannot let the car or the plane or the ship fall through. We have to be able to move forward and anchor on.
Thank
That's
you.
the basic
Ganda naman. Sige, please invite them to your shows, Migs. Meron ka rin sa Kumu, right?
Hindi, wala na. Sorry.
Sige, sa ANC na lang.
Sa ANC, yeah. So, please watch ANC Conversations. That's 9 a.m. every Saturday. So, nakatuto kami ngayon sa Olympics. So, we're getting everybody in the Olympics. Sana kapag magka-medal or hindi magka-medal, makuha natin yung mga athletes natin. Rev on ANC, Thursdays, 9:30 p.m. And of course, our podcast, Off the Record with Migs and Cheska. We're resuming our 4th season in August. That's on August 2. That's Mondays, 8 p.m. It's going to be via Facebook Live. And of course, my YouTube page, MIGS BUSTOS. And follow me on all my social media handles. That's at MIGS BUSTOS.
Yes, and follow me on FQ Mom, Kumu, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Anton?
Yes, ako naman at Dormy
Podcast
Fausto.
also.
Yes, and the Anton on One podcast on YouTube and all podcast streaming platforms. Okay, so
maraming
thank
salamat.
you very much again, Migs.
Thanks, Migs. This has been a great conversation. Dami kong natutunan sa'yo. And great lessons and nice story. Thank you very much, everyone. See us again next Thursday on Money Lessons with FQ Mom
And Sons.
Bye!
Thank you.
Thank you.